Right now I'm trying out the Kaladin, I believe that's how you say his name, Batman Utility Tweak Performance V1.0. This one has been made to work with Batman Arkham Knight after the recent patch that came out, what, September 4th or something like that? I can't remember. But anyway, that's out right now, and here's the thing, it works very well. After the patch came out, anyone who was using the old Kaladin utility tweak found themselves immediately crashing as soon as the game loaded up. Like, it loaded up and it crashed. This led to people having to delete and remove all the tweaks that were made to their game. He quickly fixed it and made it so it could work with the new patch. To be honest, it's hard to tell much of a difference. I think there's slightly more stability in the Batmobile. I lost all my old videos that I had of Batman before adding this utility tweak, so my memory is a bit hazy. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. I have found that on occasion, only once or twice while gaming in the Batmobile, while using the utility tweak, there'll be points where it'll just like stutter and stop. Like, it'll just freeze up for a moment, and then it'll catch itself and play normally. Like, it's only happened, once or twice while gaming. I don't really play Batman anymore. If anything, I kind of just read news on it and see what else they've patched or fixed, because frankly my interest for the game has waned a great deal with the way Rocksteady and Warner Brothers has handled the PC community. Also, another interesting thing about the Kaladin utility tweak, right now there is a weird thing that if you're using any sweet effects with Batman, it won't work while using these utility tweaks. For some reason, he's trying to troubleshoot and figure out what the issue is. So, if you plan on playing Batman Arkham Knight on your PC and doing some visual mods, for lighting effects, like I said, sweet effects, I don't know if they're going to do an EMB for this. I mean, there's a possibility, because there's like an EMB for almost anything, but I don't know. A lot of people are very sour towards this game. So currently, if there is an EMB or you want to use sweet effects, you can't while using the utility tweak. So keep that in mind. If you've already downloaded this and you're wondering, like, why aren't you being able to play, the issue is the utility tweak. Yeah, it's a bit of a downer. I have noticed that the frame drops in small areas are very minute, extremely small. Like in these low corner rooms, this small area, there's not much going on except for the fight. You won't see it drop below around 70. That's probably your lowest point, if at all possible. Now, it could be the fact that I am not overclocking my GPU. I'm also not overclocking my CPU. I apologize for the watermark, by the way. I had no idea NVIDIA added that with their new GeForce Experience upgrade or update, so the rest of my videos won't have that. I did notice in intensive battles, in the Batmobile specifically, there are major frame drops. As you can see, like 1 minute we were in the 90s, now we're dropping into the 60s. Also in cutscenes, you may drop drastically down to the 50s at the lowest with the 980 Ti. Remember, you could be getting better results with yours than mine, especially if you're overclocking your GPU or CPU. So keep that in mind. Don't look at my counter and believe it to be all and end all. Look at it as like, the lowest possible outcome, since nothing's overclocked. I was too lazy. I don't care to overclock this. I'm fairly tired. I apologize for my unprofessionalism. If you are interested in getting the best out of your Batman game and you're willing to sacrifice a few frames, pop this utility tweak right in and set everything the way you like. I mean, it's very straightforward. It's an EXE. You run it. It's not hard at all. It's like any other little small program. Big thanks to Colin for doing this, because he really doesn't have to. I can only imagine how much time it took him to do this crap. I mean, really, that is passion for the gaming community, for the Steam community in general. Like, it's a good thing that, the PC community has people like this who have the ingenuity and know-how, who sit there and they're trying to enjoy a game too and just go, you know what, I'm going to fix a few things that are fucked here, while the developers sit on their thumbs and work on DLC for consoles, So, big ups to him. I know, it's very street cred of me. So hip-hop, so flavorful, so gangsta. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and tell all the girls you know about me. Tell them I'm cool, please, because I am.